Okay, so I just got a new suitcase. And if you're watching this video and wondering whether you need a new suitcase as well, have a quick look at this. Yeah. So you don't want that happening to your suitcase. Alright, so this is the Floyd cabin suitcase in Vegas green. And if you think about it, there are really only three things that make a great suitcase. So this is an easy thing to start on because it's a pretty obvious one. If you don't want your suitcase broken into, then you really need to ditch the zip and get a proper latch lock, and ideally a TSA approved one like the one here with a combination lock. But you also want a watertight seal. On the Floyd, the silicone seal that runs all the way around the suitcase feels really well made. And just because I know a lot of people will ask, yes, it still works well when you ram the suitcase full of stuff. One thing to note with this lock is that the dials themselves are actually quite hard to rotate. There's not much grip available there, but that's probably to stop them accidentally rotating when knocking the suitcase around. Regardless, what you're getting is a very secure lock, and that's exactly what you need. So let's talk about versatility next. Starting off with the size, this is the cabin or carry-on model, and it will fit most standard airlines. At 4.4 kilograms, it's not the lightest suitcase in the world, but it's definitely not heavy either. The shell is made from 100% polycarbonate, and the frame is aluminium. But without a doubt, the most fun and unique thing about these cases is the retro-inspired skateboard wheels. I think it goes without saying, but obviously having 8 wheels that spin in any direction means that this is an absolute joy to use. And I've tested these on multiple surfaces, including carpet, and they work really well, which will make hauling your luggage around an airport super easy. The best thing by far about these wheels is that you can swap them out with new ones. Wheels are usually one of the first things to wear through on suitcases, so being able to replace them when they get grubby or damaged is a huge bonus, and this will definitely extend the life of your suitcase. Given the array of colour options for the Floyd in the first place, it's great to see this extended through to the wheels as well. Vibrant colours definitely sets this brand apart, and I think you're making a wise decision no matter which colour you choose. In addition to the wheels, the case also features 4 feet, so you can rest it on its side, and there's handles on the top and on the side for easy carrying, which feels strong and comfortable too. The main aluminium handle for rolling the case can be locked in different height positions, which is a must for me. And whilst the handle is well made, when fully extended it does wiggle a little, as most handles do, but certainly nothing that affects the functionality. And then there's the interior. The bright orange lining is made from recycled fabric, which covers 2 main compartments on each side of the case. There's also 3 internal zipper pockets for keeping things separate. And whilst the right hand side is limited a little by the telescopic handle, Floyd have kept things simple, which means more room for all of your stuff. And finally, let's talk about durability. Now obviously, like any suitcase, it's inevitably going to get scratched or scuffed the more it's used, which personally I just think gives it more character, like a leather patina. But having a hard shell suitcase like this with a polycarbonate shell means you've got that added peace of mind that whatever you put inside will be protected, and it's completely waterproof as well, unlike other suitcases. In terms of accessories, you'll get a spanner for changing the wheels on the Floyd, and as we've already covered, being able to replace them is going to add longevity. The suitcase also comes with 2 dust bags, one that fits the suitcase for when you store it away, and another smaller one that you can use for laundry or dirty shoes. All in all, this case has been built from day one with durability in mind, and putting this as a core consideration of the design is one of the many reasons why I think this case justifies the price. So where does that leave us? I'm just sitting here writing down my final thoughts on the Floyd, and I think it just comes down to this. There's really just been a massive lack of innovation in the luggage space for a while now, and so I think what Floyd are trying to do is shake things up. Yes, it's expensive, but they're offering people a premium alternative in an otherwise overpriced market with brands like Tumi or Rimowa. And if you were just about to bite the bullet and get something else, then you might want to take a look at the Floyd. And with that, I'll say goodbye. Thanks again for watching, get subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one.
Keep walking, keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. Stop.